This pricing table shows Opus 4.6 and the newly released Opus 4.7 locked at identical rates, $5 for input, $25 for output. Anthropic positioned this as a drop-in upgrade for agentic coding. When developers see a point release upgrade with matching API rate cards, they usually assume the migration comes with zero cost penalties. But as the gold line on this graph reveals, migrating identical payloads to Opus 4.7 spikes your actual API bill by roughly 35%. This is not a billing error. Anthropic didn't raise their prices. They changed the underlying mechanics of how the model processes text. Relying on top-line pricing tables without analyzing the mechanical shifts underneath will destroy your unit economics. Large language models process text as tokens, created through byte pair encoding. Opus 4.7 ships with a new tokenizer that alters subword merges specifically for English and code. Look at this Python function. Opus 4.6 groups strings into large efficient tokens. Opus 4.7 fractures the exact same syntax into denser blocks. Real-world tests show prose expands by 20%, TypeScript jumps 36%, and technical docs inflate by 47%. High-frequency coding strings like keywords, identifiers, and repeated syntax take the heaviest hit because the new vocabulary refuses to collapse them into long merges. This is an architectural trade-off. Smaller tokens force tighter attention across the prompt, which helps the model follow strict instructions and reduce tool call errors. That tighter attention drives the jump on SWE-bench Pro, where Opus 4.7 leapt from 53.4% to 64.3%. The model is smarter, but you are now paying a heavy token penalty on every single character of your prompt to achieve that intelligence. This matrix compares 20,000 sessions across 3 standard AI workloads. For a RAG assistant, the monthly bill climbs from $300 to over $400. An autonomous SWE agent running 10 million tokens scales from $3,000 to over $4,050. Long interactive Claude code sessions get hit harder. An 80-turn refactoring loop compounds the token penalty across every cached message in the history. Because prompt caches are partitioned per model, your first run on 4.7 starts cold. You have to write that newly expanded 35% larger system prompt into the cache at full price. At enterprise scale, this silent token inflation breaks fixed API budgets and requires immediate reforecasting. But token density is only the first axis of inflation. The second cost multiplier is the new default reasoning effort. This graph maps token density against output verbosity. Opus 4.6 defaulted to medium effort, keeping reasoning loops brief. Your total cost is this area. Opus 4.7 overrides this, defaulting to extra high effort. The model is forced to generate significantly more reasoning tokens. You are now paying 35% more tokens for every character, while the model is simultaneously prompted into deeper, more verbose reasoning loops. The true cost of Opus 4.7 compounds across these two axes, a higher effective rate paid on a larger volume of forced generation. Anthropic also silently deprecated core API controls. You are now locked into a default temperature of 1, forcing chaotic and unpredictable sampling paths during generation. Production engineers relied on temperature 0 to create token-efficient deterministic pipelines. It prevents the model from sampling low-probability tokens during rigid coding tasks. Passing temperature top P or top K to the 4.7 API now triggers a hard 400 error. There is no graceful fallback. Furthermore, raw thinking traces are hidden by default. Unless you manually opt back in, you receive only a sanitized, summarized version of the reasoning. This is an industry-wide distillation defense. Rival labs use low-temperature reasoning traces from frontier models to train their own competing systems. Anthropic has effectively stripped API users of the controls needed to guarantee predictable, cost-efficient behavior to build a defensive moat around their weights. This architectural diagram shows a central API gateway splitting traffic. Hard coding a single frontier model into your application is now a structural failure. Rule 1. Route standard production inference away from the Opus tier entirely. This split-screen comparison highlights why Sonnet 4.6 remains the better choice for most tasks. It costs 40% less per token and avoids the extreme density penalties. Workloads like RAG, basic classification, and standard user chat should be handled exclusively by Sonnet. Rule 2. Reserve Opus 4.7 only for tasks where the quality delta justifies the premium cost. The Opus 4.7 side highlights MCP-Atlas and vision tasks in gold. Opus 4.7 is a highly specialized, expensive scalpel. Use it only for tasks with high revenue per call. This deployment audit contains the 5 strict steps required before flipping any production model IDs. First, strip all legacy sampling parameters from your codebase. Remove temperature, top P, and top K to prevent 400 crashes. Second, if your UI displays the model's internal logic, update your pipelines to explicitly opt in to the summarized thinking display. Third, recalibrate your maximum token ceilings. You must increase these ceilings by 35% to prevent arbitrary truncations mid-task. Fourth, establish immediate observability on your prompt cache hit ratios. The new boundary constraints may invalidate your current cache warming routines. Finally, clamp the model's reasoning effort. Explicitly set the effort parameter to high, or use the new beta task budgets to throttle runaway agentic loops. Run this exact audit before your next billing cycle finalizes. Modern engineering requires a rigorous focus on constraints, unit economics, and structural routing.